Thank you for tuning in today. Hope that you are having an awesome, fabulous Friday, as they say, Friday. I am making a second attempt. This is a part 2 video of my initial pre-recorded Anastasia Beverly Hills look from their Sultry palette, and I wanted to create a tutorial for this look because the Macy's 10 Days of Glam is on Saturday. So hopefully I could get this video before Saturday comes around. I probably should have had this already recorded some days ago, maybe to get into the hands of some of you all who may be looking, but an attempt to do this is better than no attempt. So let's just start with the positive. And the reason why I'm re-recording this is because I had a initial look that I want to go for, and I recorded it, and my waterline, my tear duct on my lower lash line is not being very cooperative today, and it's testing my patience. But it's teaching me, like, don't just give up, keep going. But after this attempt, if it doesn't work, I at least know that I at least tried again. And just for my own sake, and it also teaches me that things just don't go as planned in life. No matter how much you plan things can still, go the way that it goes. It doesn't mean that it has anything to specifically do with me. It's just how it goes, and right now my water duct is not want to cooperate with the shadow that I'm putting there, then it just don't want to cooperate. So I'm going to, this second time around, I have no foundation on, and I just clean my face. I use my Pacifica Seafoam Complete Wash to clean my face from the makeup I had on earlier. And then I just put on some moisturizer from the Sukin Australian natural skincare line. So I just have that on, and I am going to make an attempt to re-record this. So that's my face. And my eyes, I had started recording it, but it didn't record. So technically it's my third time, just a little bit. This beginning of the intro didn't get recorded when I thought I was recording it. So that's why I say today is one of those days. So let me go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with, again, the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. And it's in C6. This is what the packaging looks like. And this is the color of it. And I'm using this. Usually I don't use concealer again on my... I usually don't use it. I bought this to practice and learn how to do cut creases. And now that I know it's a regular thing that people like to do, even just to apply their makeup, I said, what the heck? Let me go ahead and just use this bad boy and see how it turns out. I'm just gonna smooth it out and smooth it out so it aligns up with my eyes. I don't know what truly went wrong with the other video. My tear duct is not cooperating. Yesterday it did, and I don't know if it's just because I'm fatigued or my eyes are just a little bit sensitive today, because usually my eyes don't water to like Anastasia's eyeshadows, so I don't know what is really causing that to happen. But I was saying that it would be nice if a waterproof concealer or primer was made just for us with maybe sensitive eyes. We can use, I'm rubbing it down here because I'm going to try to make an attempt to put color here. And I'm trying to use it as a reservoir, so I'm trying to get it to collect the water so the water don't ruin my makeup in that area. So, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it because yesterday I had no foundation on. I had nothing irritating my face. In fact, I didn't even have moisturizer on. I didn't even clean my face. And usually I do when I put on makeup. I like to keep the canvas clean. You know, you want to keep a clean canvas. But yesterday, because I know I was just playing in the makeup and just creating a look, it didn't really matter. No one was going to be looking at it other than me. So I wanted to create a look with the Sultry palette. This is, since I bought it, you know, this is the first time I have really popped it open and really play with it. And I love collecting Anastasia palettes. Again, I don't have her OG palettes, I would say. But I have everything from Self-Made, World Traveler. I have those. I don't have the Mario collab palette, so that's one I don't have. So I don't have a lot of maybe some of the older ones, but I have the Self-Made. And you're going to see me periodically wipe at my tear duct, because I just think even if I recreate this look, this tear duct is it's having its day with me. It's not gonna be perfect, but I would try to make another attempt at recording this. And it's just so sad because it was so pretty. And I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just your average woman who enjoys makeup. I enjoy collecting it. I enjoy wearing it. I enjoy putting it on and filming it. And even though I may not have like a consistency right now on my channel, I'm trying to be more consistent. I pray that I can be more consistent, because I like sharing reviews. I like helping you all, you know, find really good deals. And I'm not trying to encourage consumerism with you, but just in case you come across something, if you have a brand that you really love and you want to know, oh, how do I get that on sale? Sometimes when new releases come out, you may have to wait a little bit before they go on sale. If you know, you're like, okay, I could spend this much money now, or I could wait. It's up to you. You make that decision. And also, too, a lot of the palettes, like Anastasia palettes, are not expensive. I think they're at a really good price range, especially they're really good quality shadows. So you are getting a really good deal even at the price they really sell. But however, sometimes people want to wait, you know, especially with limited editions or holiday releases or spring releases, summer releases. People just want to wait and kind of save a little bit of money before they buy things. And I get that, because the cost of living, depending on where you are and your, you know, financial obligations, you may not just have money at will to just buy and, you know, buy often. So I like to help those who are on a budget. Since I have learned how to shop for makeup, I have learned to really want to just learn how to save my money. And it's very important to do that, because it's easy to spend. Like when you see things you want, it's easy to spend. If you don't have it, you need to find a way to save and get it. So I'm going to go in with the shade Bloom, and I'm going to take this into my transition. And so I've learned how to shop for myself. Some things I have bought when they're newly released, and some things have not been bought. I have waited, or I have found them in discounted stores, and it's just how it is, you know. And the average I would say the average consumer, especially who buy beauty products, probably are the people who are learning and seeing that, okay, maybe I don't have to get everything right away, or maybe I could create a wish list for myself, or I can wait till it goes on sale, because eventually products do go on sale unless they're very high in demand, and as soon as they release them, they can't stay um, online. It depends on where you buy them. They can't stay on the shelves, or they can't stay at the website. It's constantly being bought. Then those palettes or those products, whether it's face, they're all face products. So say they're highlighters, say they're lipsticks, say they're foundation, bronzers, BB creams, facial mist, eyeshadow palettes, mascaras, whatever it is, if it's blushes, whatever is in high demand, it's gonna sell quick. So you may have to just know, okay, I'm gonna either have to find my way in line, or I'm just gonna just wait and pray that it slows down, then I get it then, or wait till they have a sale. And that's why I always encourage people to follow newsletters, because newsletters, trust me, it really shows the brand, the company's commitment to their subscribers, basically, people who are following their newsletter. There are brands that I'm telling you, and remember what I'm saying to you right now. So listen very closely, and don't sleep on this. There are brands out there who pay attention to their customers, and sometimes they are very generous in their discount codes. Sometimes they do it more than once a month, sometimes twice a week. Mark my word. And that's why I encourage people to follow newsletters, to get email alerts. Because if you do, you may be one of those lucky people who be like, oh my Lord, I can't believe they created a very good deal for us. And there are brands who just love you. They love their customers. So I appreciate the love that a brand puts out for their customers. I truly do, because I think they know that if they want our money, and listen up closely, if they really want our money, they give us what we want, which means if we want a certain percentage off our purchase, then they will. But I say this not to, like I said, I'm not trying to convince you all to be obsessively buying. I say this if you have palettes or products that you really want, and you just like, you know what, because I got my mortgage bill, I got my kids' soccer uniforms and things, and I'm trying to pay off all my student loans or my credit debt and all those things, then by all means, you really do have to save money. So it's just a tip. It's just a tip. I'm going now in with Rose Quartz. So this is Rose Quartz, which I'm about to use now. And then this is Bloom that I just put in my transition. So it's just a way to really save money, because it adds up. And most of us in this beauty platform, or on this beauty platform, or in the beauty space, our elements. A lot of us are collectors. We are collectors, but we're also reviewers. We are also influencers. However you want to see yourself, because I don't want to label anybody. I personally am an average consumer, and I love sharing reviews with other people with like minds. That's why I like to be on this platform. But can we reasonably buy everything? We can't. And brands know this. They know we can't buy everything. They know this. That's why I'm thinking about back in the day. How back in the day are you going? I'm thinking about back in the day when we didn't have a lot of these companies, and we only had drugstore pretty much, or a few select higher end. The Estee Lauder, the Lancome. But mostly we had the drugstore makeup. And since the beauty cosmetic industry has been blooming, and we have now the indie makeup, it's everywhere. We have makeup everywhere. Everywhere. And I just love it. I absolutely love it, because there are people who are still going to come out in the future with makeup brands that we haven't yet to even hear about. They're in the works right now. We just don't know anything about it yet. So, see my waterline, you see this? This is the reason why I had a hard time with that last video. My tear duct is, you know what, I'm going to do the best that I can. If it gets messed up again, you guys please know that I tried for you. I really tried for you, because, yeah, but we're going to keep it moving. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so I remember when we didn't have a lot of all these newer brands that are out, that's been out since the last decade. We didn't have all of that. But yet we made it work. You hear what I'm saying? You see what I'm going with this? We didn't have all of that, but we still made it work. But now that we have a lot, we feel we need a lot. Now that we have a lot of brands, we feel we have to be a part of that experience, because that's how we are. Us average consumers we're paying for the experience. I love to pay for my experience, but if I'm going to pay for my experience, I want to get my money's worth. Now, when I buy stuff on sale, it's not to say that the people that I buy things on sale for, that I feel like, you know what, no, I should just wait. It's because times are hard. People just don't have money at their exposure to just buy the things that they love. Times are hard. So to make it work is to save a little bit. It's to save a little bit of money till you can. So I just put on rose quartz, and I blended that out. But I didn't want to go too far in my outer crease, because now I'm about to go in with Noir, and Noir is a matte black. I'm seriously think I'm gonna hit pan on Noir from this videos, because seriously, it has been that this is the area I've been trying to work on, this outer corner. So this time we're going to be really sweet to myself. Because I'm really going in with my look. And I'm just going to like be very gentle. I'm not going to go too far. Because on the last video you'll see how far that I took it. And I took it there, honey. I took it there because I like I said, I love editorial makeup. And that's one thing that you would know about me. I love runway fashion. I love runway makeup looks, the makeup artists. I love what they do. I love the creativity. You see my tear duct is not going to act right for this look. And I don't know what to do, but we're gonna see. Yesterday was a dream come true because I was able to create this look without no qualms, no problem. But I love fashion. I've loved fashion for a long time. Even in high school, I loved buying magazines. Back then I was reading it for the articles too, and I still do. But I really loved it for the fashion. And that's why I follow a lot of fashion magazines, fashion artists, designers. I like it. It's fun to me. I love the looks that designers create. I think it's really unique the way they create things, because it's their vision, right? It's their vision, how they see their makeup. Trying to form my V. My crease is something I had to learn because I'm not a makeup artist. I just create looks for myself, and if I like something, then I'll show it and try to recreate it for you all. But I just like filming videos. I like filming makeup looks, and some people may like it. Some people may not be their cup of tea. But I'm just having fun. I'm living the experience with you all who love to do this too, because we're all on this planet for an experience. You know, I'm not gonna get deep into that, but yes, we're on this planet for an experience. So I'm just gonna take that in also. I kind of have like more of a dip. I'll be trying to form a perfect little V. And sometimes my little perfect little V's don't always come out right, but that's just because I need to continue to learn how to create those outer crease areas. But I love creating makeup looks. I love doing it, and I don't live in makeup all the time because I'm just diffusing out this color along my brow bone. That's kind of the look right now, right? Diffusing colors out onto your brow bone area. So, I love makeup. I cannot, when I see palettes that I gravitate, I cannot not have it. There's something in me that wants it. But if I don't have the means, then I can't buy it. You know, I just have to wait. You know, and that's just what sales are, is waiting. Waiting for that opportunity to have it, and then you buy it. I think there's going to be a nasty little patch there. There's nothing I can do. So instead of going in with Dystopian that I used last time in the video, I'm just going to go in softly with Noir. I'm going to avoid that tear duct because I don't want it to create a havoc, if I should say, because it created a havoc in my last video. I'm smudging with my BH Rose Gold. It's like a pointed smudger brush. I'm going to connect this part softly. And I want to be able to get into that tear duct, but you know what? That tear duct has not been playing very well for me. I don't know how to avoid it. It's like the elephant in the room. You know it's there, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you need to address it. So it's there. It is there, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just gonna gently pat some color. I just think my eyes are irritated. That's what I think it is. I think it's very irritated. And it's having its moment. So I'm doing things a little bit different than I did with the last video. I put Dystopian first as a base. See, this, my left eye is really, this is the part that's really, just really not, it's just not doing what it wants to do. What it should be doing. It's doing what it wants, but it's not doing what I want it to do. I need it to calm down. It is floodgates. I don't think, I don't know, there's just no way to avoid that area. And it's such a shame because yesterday when I made this look, I had no issue whatsoever. And it's funny that now that I want to record it, I can't do it. I can't, like, get this. I can't get it to lay the way that I want it to look. Because my water, the water from that tear duct is not cooperating. And there's a part of me just want to get, maybe I should try to get like a black liner. Maybe I get my, from Nudes, what is it called? The jumbo pencil. Something bean. Maybe I get that and try to like, see if I can do it with that. And see if that kind of help as a base. So I'm going to be right back. Okay, now I am back. So what I did while I was off camera is, I feel like Noir in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette needs a black base. So what I did while I was off camera, and it kind of helped with the reservoir, I used my L'Oreal 24-hour infallible lacquer liner in 171 Black is Black. And I've had this for a minute, and I thought it was dried up. I was like, thank God it wasn't dried up, because this is one of the ones, the blackest black drugstore eyeliner out there. If you're looking for a really deep black gel liner, this one is it. It's super black. Let me show you how black. It's super black. And it makes, I feel like sometimes with black matte shadows you need a base, to intensify, to help intensify. See, this is how black it is. It is super black. So I laid that down to kind of like give it a base, and then I went back over it with Noir. I used Noir to sit on top of it. And even though it doesn't look perfect, it looks better than it did, and it's kind of keeping the water at bay. And that was the whole point of using it, not to take away from Noir that's in the palette. I just feel like it needed some support because I wanted my wing look, but I wasn't going to be able to just do it with Noir because that water was moving Noir around a little bit too much for my taste. So let's go ahead and keep going. So I'm going to go in now with Bloom, and I'm going to layer that over, like on a tight line with that, using the same brush, pointed brush, and I'm just going to go in like this. And I'm just going to go part of the way, not all the way, just part of the way, because I just want a little bit of continuity. Is it continuity? From the upper part of my eye to my lower lash line. So I'm just going to smudge that out. My eyes are just, I think it's just really irritated. For whatever reason, it's having its moment. It's really watery. But we're not going to pay attention to it. We're just going to keep doing our thing and pray to the makeup gods. And I think that gel line is almost like waterproof. So I'm just going to keep using that in the future. Especially for black shadows. Is to use it as my support. Because I just feel like I just needed something to keep it at bay. Keep that water dot down. And it's good to use gel liners for any bases. Whether you're using a blue base or pink base. If you have gel liners that match that eyeshadow, use that as your base and then go back with the eyeshadow and put it on top, because I really do think that it helps to not move the shadow around, especially if you're someone like me who have watery tear ducts. They move around. So now I'm going to go in with my inner corner highlight, and I'm looking for my brush here. And I'm going to go back and use Cyborg. So Cyborg is here. And I'm going to line that in my inner corner. And Cyborg has a little bit of fallout, so you have to be careful how you use it. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit of fallout. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of lining in this area, not too much. And just follow the shape of my eyes. I've been trying to do that lately when I do makeup. I try to really follow the shape of my eyes because I feel like it gives a better look. Sometimes I just want to be crazy with my look. I just go crazy with it. Makeup is art. At the end of the day, that's what we all got to remember. It's a form of art. It's just like a painter. It's art. It's your vision for your art. Like when we create something. We all just want to create, you know, what we think suits us. It's like when you're getting dressed for fashion and you're looking for that perfect outfit. You know, sometimes you may get inspiration from looking at the fashion magazines or Instagram or what have you. But at the end of the day, you're gonna create a look that's you, that symbolizes who you are, basically. So don't be afraid to play with makeup. Don't be afraid to step out of the boundaries of makeup, because you know it's a happy place. Makeup is supposed to be a happy place, and it's not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to just be, you know, just like if you walk into a forested area and you just hear water. Like, you don't see the water yet, but you hear it and you know that water is nearby, and your body starts embracing it. That's the same thing with makeup or anything that you love and feel passionate about. Soon as you do it, it soothes you. So I've done my inner corner highlight, and I feel so much better now. I feel so much better. The makeup gods are with me. So that pretty much completes my look. I did on the other look, I put a little bit of steampunk right here in the middle section. I'm just going to keep that there. Just a little bit of splash of gold, just a little bit. Not a lot. And these metallics are really, they're soft, but they pick up a lot. So I think they also do better if you wet them. But I'm not going to wet them just for the sake of the video. I just blow, I always blow off my my palette because I'm a neat freak like that. I just don't like seeing shadows all over my palette and looking a hot diggity mess. So I always blow on them before I put them away. So that pretty much completes my eye look. It's not exact, but you get a really good close idea. Let me go back in with my finger for the rose quartz and just kind of give it a little bit more bling in that area. Because I do think when you use your fingers for these shimmer shades, it gives a little bit of more pop. And definitely when you wet it, it's going to give a lot more pop to your eye. But you know what? Anastasia's shadows speak for themselves. So like I say, you can always dress it up or you can dress it down. And that's why they're one of my favorite brands of makeup. And I do have favorite brands, but they're one of my utmost, I would say top 5 my favorite brands. And I don't own, like I said, I don't own their OG palettes, so I can't say how their OG formula was, but I really like these newer palettes. I like the formula that they have in it. I know they're extra soft, but they're also very pigmented, they're very blendable, and you just pack it on. You just build slow and build up. It's just like when you're painting a wall. You just build up on the color. You don't just go slap it. You know, some of us just slap color on the wall and just but you know when you start to go on the wall and you go with the paint roller, it leaves these thick like streaks on the wall. But you just want to go nice and slow. And that's just like with makeup. You want to go nice and slow. So So that pretty much does my eye makeup. So hopefully it looks nice to you all. Again, I was going for a more editorial look. I wasn't going for the traditional eye look. No, I'm so glad to have this. I'm going to keep this right here on my desk with the rest of my makeup. And I need to organize my little, I shouldn't say it's a desk. It's more like a table in front of me. I'm just going to organize, and I'm going to keep that L'Oreal out because I do like to work with black shadows. If I just need a little bit of a support, I'm going to keep that out. I used to love just wearing gel liner on itself. Like if I didn't wear eye shadow and I just want to have a wing look or just a eyeliner look, I would just wear black gel liner on my eyes. Boom, gone. Lipstick, a little bit of gloss or what have you, lip balm, and go on about my business. I'm very low key sometimes. Doing this on the film is doing the most, but on my regular days, I am low key. I'm very low key with makeup. Sometimes I get dramatic, especially on the weekends, but yeah, I'm really, really low key. So let me come back and show you the rest of. Well, I could just, I don't want this video to be too long. I was about to say I could come back and show you. And it really looks beautiful. Like if you use a black base and put shimmers over it, it looks really good. But I really think the way that the L'Oreal black liner is, it does really well to intensify other black shadows. And that's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So I'll just go ahead and keep doing my face with you looking at me, if you don't mind. So let's go ahead and start doing my foundation. So my foundation of choice is my Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. They don't make this foundation anymore. And someone may have said that this is maybe something similar to what they have the Skin Love, but I can't say that for sure. But I love this. Becca, if you're listening to me or you come across this video in the future, please re-release this foundation. I love it. It matches my skin perfectly. It gives that nice satin look, almost like a demi matte. It gives a really nice look to my face, and I love it. I'm not usually I prime my face. I'm not gonna prime my face because I got moisturizer on, so I'm not gonna worry about that at all. But yeah, what was I talking about? So, but going back to the sales and everything, sales are just a sense of being able to afford something when you're able to afford it. And it just helps you to save a little bit of money. Those who have it to just buy it regular price, you know, there are people who have that luxury. But if you don't have that luxury, then you have to budget yourself. And I'm someone who really wants to curate. I'm trying to curate my collection. So in the future, I'm going to only buy from brands that I truly love. And support, I love to support other brands, but if I support other brands, it has to be also stuff that I really enjoy also, because I don't like makeup to sit around. And even though I love watching people's declutter videos, I almost feel like it's wasteful to own makeup and you just turn around and throw it in the trash. Unless you have a friend or loved ones, you know, family members, things like that, or co-workers or anybody who will take it off your hands. But sometimes most of our makeup goes into the trash. and they're practically good product. And then it makes me think about how money is a loss, you know. And I want to make do. That's why I don't get rid of my palettes. I don't get rid of things that I buy and I have them for years to come unless they just, some reason they're no longer usable. But long as they're usable and they don't have mold or anything growing on it, I keep them. I keep them for that reason, because things cost money. And we have to think about that when we buy things. We can't just buy, even if we are reviewers or influencers or whatever you want to label yourself. We can't just buy and then we don't really make use of it. We just do it for a video, and we don't make no more looks from it. We just put it aside and then we're playing with the next best thing that comes along. We have to make use of our products. It's just like when we buy skincare. We don't leave skincare, hopefully we don't. We don't leave skincare just sitting in the bottles, because over time skincare will eventually truly expire, probably much quicker than makeup will. So, you know, we try to use our skincare up, because even though they put preservatives and stuff, we just don't know. And makeup don't always last forever either. I think eyeshadows out of everything will probably last longer than any other type of makeup. Mascara, lipsticks, stuff like that will just eventually perish. I can say it won't be always good, so you can't really hold on to those. And I got lipstick that I've had for some time, and that probably could be a nice little declutter video. But if it doesn't stink, and you may think like, no, you need to get rid of that because that's no longer good. If it doesn't stink to me, it doesn't have growth, and I always patch test makeup on my wrists or my arms to see if there's any irritation from it. But at the same time too, lipsticks are one of those things, especially the liquid lipsticks, they don't last long. You start to see them break down. You'll see the oils or whatever they use to mix the products float to the top or in the middle or like the bottom of the containers. You know what I mean. You'll see them and you know they're not good anymore. You know it has broken down. It had completely broken down in its component. It's no longer good. So yes, by all means you have to throw them out. But lipsticks too can do that too. But it just depends. You know, everybody has a preference. I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their makeup. I'm just talking about from my experience and what I have when I think about money. But lipstick is one of those things that, yeah, if it's lip product, mascara, you probably have to get rid of those. But if I'm somebody, if I don't see it breaking down, it doesn't smell funky and old, it has mold and fungus and growing a third arm on it, then I will most likely try to keep it and try to use it up. But if I can't because I have so many, and at some point I was really buying tons of lipsticks. Tons. I buy more palettes now than I do lipsticks. At least. No, you know I take that back. If I go in like Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and I see something, then I may buy it then. But just buying it regularly, like Sephora, sometime at Ulta I will. I don't do that, but I will with the palettes. I do that. But that's just me, and I just think about money, and I just know the cost for things and how much things cost. It adds up. It really adds up. So let me go on now with my lips. I'll do my lips and then I'll come back with my cheeks area. No, let me do my mascara because I forgot to do that. Yeah, but some, things just adds up. So when we're out, you know, when we're shopping, we gotta be mindful of that, like how things just add up. And if you don't need it, because a lot of these palettes are, you know, they go through a trend and then no one's using it. No one's into it anymore, so it becomes you know, the oldest things. Nobody's checking for it. But as long as you have it, you don't get rid of it. You be like, oh, I remember when they released that palette. I still have it. I could go back, because it will come back. Those trends will come back. They kind of trends are like they come and go. They come and go. Just like how everything is into neons now. Neons were done. You know, if you have Urban Decay, electric palettes, it's not anything new. It has been done before. But it becomes a trend because it's back in style. And everybody is, you know, not everybody, but those who are into bright, bold colors, that's what they wear. You know, that's what they're putting on. And it's summer, you know, and you're into the neon look. You might get your neon, you know, bathing suit or your bikini, and you want to match it with your eye look, you know. You just want to look flossy. Or if you got a bodysuit that's neon, you want to put that on and then have your eyes matching your suit. It's fashion, you know. Neon eyeshadow is fashion. What's in is in, when it's not, it's not. It's like the runway. You know, one day you're fashionable, and then the next day, you know, you're not. You're in one day and you're out the next. So it's just how it is. And I'm glad that L'Oreal did hold, even though I see some of it trying to move again, at least it held it while I did this video. So amen to that. So, but yeah. Makeup is not cheap. It adds up. It adds up. But I love makeup, and I know you do too. And that's why I always say for us to be kind, you know, be kind to what we love. You know, be kind to that. Be kind to others who love it. And, you know, we're all different, and that's what we need to embrace. We're all different. We all have our own styles. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, that's really beautiful, because we need that. We need to have a little bit of difference in our life. You know, everything, most of us and everything that we do is similar, but there's a lot of us who are different. You know, we see things, we think about things differently, but that's okay. Doesn't mean we're wrong. So I'm going to go in now with my bronzer and High Dive. This is by BareMinerals. This is going to be a long video. I already know it. So it's High Dive. It's one of my favorite. And BareMinerals, a note to you too. Please bring this back. That's one thing that I guess I don't understand with brands. When they have such a beautiful formula for something and it disappears. And I know they want to reformulate, or maybe they want to have new packaging for things. But if it's not broken, don't get rid of it. I love this for my skin tone. It's such a beautiful color, and they don't make it anymore. And just what I thought I was going to be able to go back and repurchase, this color is not there. BareMinerals, please. I'm going to send a personal note to you. Please bring back this bronzer for us women of color, us medium, deep complexion women. We need, and even for the deep tones, you know, we need these bronzers. Cause you know, we need to have that sun-kissed look on our faces. And I do put it down the bridge of my nose, because I like a little bit of bronzer on the bridge of my nose and my chin. we need colors to always be there for us. And when I see brands getting rid of deeper shades, that's just a whole nother topic. It's a whole nother topic. I'm like, how you gonna get rid of deep shades before we even get a chance to use them? And then we don't always have enough of them. Ladies, gentlemen, am I right? We don't have enough, so please leave them, you know. And if you feel like there's no one buying the deeper shades, then advertise. Advertise us more in your campaigns, in your ads, and your, you know, your Instagram, your social media, your tutorials. Utilize us, because we do buy your products. We do. There are people out there who buy. And I'm just using my Anastasia. Going in a little bit too heavy-handedly here. I'm using my Anastasia. Yeah, that's a little bit. That's a little bit heavy. But I'm using my Anastasia highlighter in Summer. This shade here is it's from the Sun-Dipped Glow Kit. I think this is the perfect glow kit for women of color. And yeah, but don't forget about us, because we do buy products and we need them. We need them accessible. We need to see tutorials of us in them, and not just medium tone. We need more deeper skin tone models to be shown in these videos. We need them because we have consumers of all skin tone, from the fairest to the deepest of skin tone. We need to see all models to be used for makeup. I understand that brands have their own target of who they want to sell to, and I get that, and it's fine. But if you're going to be supporting us of color, please give us the shades, give us the models, give us something that we could look at and we could say, okay, I could see this. And don't just get rid of them so fast, you know, because some of us may not even know they exist. So if they're gone, then we don't have any way of knowing. So the next thing I'm getting to, I've been all over the place in this video. So the next thing I'm going to get into is my lips. And forgive me if this video is too long. I do apologize. I'm sorry. But I wanted to re-record this because I want to, you know, give you my editorial. My last video was hard for me. I mean, hard for me. And I'm not a perfectionist, but I want to be able to provide good quality. So now I'm going in with my NYX Pro Lip Cream palette in the Nudes. It is a very good, if you're someone who just like nude colors, they look like concealers, right? But you could customize these lip colors to your fashion, and it has really nice nudes, especially if you're someone who's into the browns and the peaches and deep colors. I like lip palettes like this because you can mix the colors up. I'm just simply using a L Small Precision brush to apply this lip color. And it feels creamy, just like it said, it's creamy. Now you may, if you're someone who's looking for more intensity, because it'll cover your lips with color, and like, cause I have a deep pigmentation in my lips, and I can still see it as I put it on. However, you can always go in with a lip liner first line your lip and fill in your lips, and then go in and add this color on top of it for a more opacity look. But I'm just rocking it as it is. From the pan. And yeah. So hopefully I can get this video edited today and get it up before tomorrow. Hopefully you all have time to find it. You know, I'm sure by now, because the Sultry has been out since the holidays. Many of you who are interested have already seen tutorials, you already have seen swatches, you know by now if you want this palette. But I just want to add mine to the list of tutorials out there and just really, you know, show this palette some love, because like I said, this palette is, it's just worth collecting. You have, it's glam, it's like neutral cool tone glam is exactly what that is. And like I said, you could dress it up, you could dress it down. It's just so beautiful, and that bloom color is so pretty. And there's not much I can say about that. It's just really pretty. It goes really well with rose quartz if you just want a simple peachy coral type look. It goes really well. You could, like I said, you could go from, you know, smoky eye in the evening to late at night. You can wear these colors with just a single eye color on your eye and smoke it out. However you want to do it, you can do it. You know, rock the style the way you want it. So I want to thank you all so much for taking your time to listen to me talking this video to you, and also watch me put this makeup on and bear with me for this long of a period. For you all who have stuck and watched this whole video all the way through, thank you so much. I appreciate it. To all the new subscribers who have come along, thank you so much for taking your time to follow me and support me on my journey, and let's create a beautiful life together. Let's share the things that we love and continue to support one another in our endeavors. And don't be afraid to, you know, say hello in the comment box and give me your thoughts, your questions about things. Just don't be rude. That's the only thing I ask. Just don't be rude, and just, you know, be kind. You know, just extend your kindness to me. And if there's something you don't like that I put on, it's okay. You know, everybody has this preference, but just, you know, show a level of kindness and respect. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Have a really good day. Take care of you so you can take care of others. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.